Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, playing Lost Caverns Vixalan in Premier Draft here. Bedrock Tortoise is really good, right? I mean, I believe it was considered insane, like, in the early reviews. It's just very good now, I think. Like, I mean, I'm looking, it says 35th best, that's very high, but... Actually, Deep Cavern Bat is insane, right? The problem is, like, I don't know. DraftSim actually says Deep Cavern Bat is better than the Tortoise, which is fair, because, like, I don't know. This card is so annoying to deal with. It's like a 1/1 flyer that takes away an opponent's card, and it's still there, and, like, they have to work hard to kill it. And if they do kill it, they wasted their removal on a shitty little 1/1, right? So I think I'm going to take the Bat here. The Tortoise can convert, like, I mean, I don't know. Early game is really important, I guess, is what I want to say about this. The Tortoise takes too long. Tendril of the Myco Tyrant's good. Oh, but Geological Appraiser is nuts. Right? I mean, if I look, for example, on... Yeah, DraftSim says it is a very good card. You know, way better than Visage of Dread, for example. C-Note Scout, also solid, by the way. C-Note Scout, but I'm going to take the Appraiser here. The Pickaxe. There's a Diamond Pickaxe, a great card. Triumphant Chomp, also great. What is happening? Diamond Pickaxe is 78th. Chomp? 92nd it claims. Okay, so I'll take the Pickaxe. Works well with the Bat, you know. If you can buff your 1/1 lifelink flyer, that's pretty cool. And it's just generally a very good card. Neither one of them... I don't have anything that particular... Like, I don't... There isn't much of a red-black synergy in this format. Like, oh yeah, they kind of descend a little bit, I guess. And they have a few artifacts, I guess. But mostly black wants to descend and red wants to play artifacts, so it's not that exciting. But there's some ways in which they can work together. I mean, Kudzil's pretty good, but so is this thing, right? The Cave Crawler? If I look up Stinging Cave Crawler, actually it says it's just whatever. The Guidewing is a much better card, I'm sure. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I mean, these red cards are fine, but I shouldn't be, like, married to black just because I picked up a Deep Cavern Bat, right? This card is whatever. This card is whatever. Let's see if red-white might be a thing. Would you ever splash Deep Cavern Bat? I don't think so. Striders, whatever. Careening Minecart's very nice. Join the Dead, though. Wow, really? I mean... This is some argument that black is open. We have Join the Dead and the Cave, which are both nice. Well, the Cave is fine. Join the Dead is great. Aside from the fact that it's black, which is not that great a color in this format. Tinker's Tote is pretty good here. But, I mean, right? Join the Dead is... Actually, it says it's fine? It likes Tinker's Tote better, huh? I think because just black is not a very good color, maybe? How about the... Minecart. I guess it's a little too late. I was too slow, but it likes Tinker's Tote quite a bit better. Because red, white, and blue, white both like having this Tinker's Tote go wild. Like, it's 3 mana to make 3 artifacts, right? That's the thing those decks like about this card. We could pick up an Acolyte of Aclazotz in case we... end up in black. I don't think anything else here is very compelling. This Necromage, I think, is just sort of whatever, right? Necromage, yeah, it says it's fine. This could work with a, you know, go wide sacrifice thing, such as Black-White likes to do. So we have 2 cards each of all the Mardu colors. We'll figure something out. Ooh, Soyoa is a pretty good one. And everything else, I mean, another chance is good. I just happened to accidentally mouse over this blue card. We're not actually considering it. Yeah, Zoyoa is worth picking up here. And then I don't think Gold Fury Strider is very good. The hammer is pretty solid in case we actually end up... I mean, like, I still can't tell whether white is a color we should be in or not. We've gotten a few good cards. I don't think that cavern we skipped was anything to write home about. Captivating Cave, I guess is what it's called. It's not a cavern. I don't mind trying to stay open to white instead of taking up pretty bland land. Maybe we could try to run all 3. Bartolome is, like, not the best card in the world, but it can be a nuisance to deal with. What does Draftsman think about it? He actually says it's bad? Okay, well, I'll take this then. Or maybe another chance is harder to get a copy of than Rampaging Spiketail is. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, we shouldn't just be looking at first pick, like Bartolome is but the problem is, like, just one removal spell kills it, right? I guess. The black cards are not that great. Might take a land. This card isn't that great either, but it is a 2-mana 2/2 artifact with upside. Wouldn't be crazy to take here. Yeah, maybe I should have taken the flyer there. I don't know. I'm not taking this. Burning Sun Cavalry, I'm not really going to do dinosaur stuff. I don't know, maybe I'm being a little bit too waffly on what we're doing here. I don't think Ray of Ruin is especially good, but I don't have any removal right now. And maybe the cave is not so hot either. Okay, black looks like a place to be. Not happy about the second another choice. Defossilize. Oh, Grasping Shadows, though, right? It's... If you have any big creatures... It's not rated very highly by DraftSim, I can tell you. Defossilize is rated a lot better. I like it, but what do I know? I'm a bad player. Fine, I'll take the Defossilize. I guess it is a 5-mana card that does something instead of a 4-mana card that doesn't do anything. But it doesn't do anything, and then, like, eventually it does something. Okay, I think we should be in black. And I guess it's looking more like red than white, but I'm not sure. Echo Dusk is good. So is the Tithing Blade. So is the Wanderglyph. I think I'll take the Tithing Blade. It's an artifact that you don't mind sacrificing for Descend, and it's sort of, you know, it's removal that varies from awful to amazing. Oof. Oof. I mean, I think blue is not open. I can't, right? I can't. I don't even know if I'm in red. It's just too much. I'll grab this 3-mana 2/2 Menace. He's fine. But we should note that Lefty doesn't seem to be in red, because I feel like if you were heavily in red, that's the card you'd be willing to splash for, even if you weren't in blue at all. I'm only lightly in red, so I didn't go for it. Pit of Offerings? No, how about a Surveyor? Or an Echo of Dusk. Maybe that's more reasonable. Because we're going to want to do some descending, right? And 2-drops are important. And who wants to ramp, right? I mean, me, but not as much as I want to play cards on 2. I mean, I'm thinking just the Mycoid, right? I'm not missing any of this stuff, really. Like a 3-mana card that could be a 4/4, that's something. This thing is meh. It likes Descend a little bit. But it's like a 2-mana... I don't know what the name... Like, is it Duress? Discard an artifact or creature? I think Duress is like an instant or sorcery kind of thing. Non-land, non-creature? I don't know. The number of Ks I have is 1. Probably more like 0, if I'm honest. But I could take the Leech. Like, even a couple caves and it gets playable. Acolyte. I mean, do I have things to just throw away to Acolyte? Not really. Maybe if the Mycoid could make something, that would happen. I think there's a higher upside to going for the Leech. I mean, there certainly is a higher upside. That my argument, what I hope, is that that's a good enough reason to play it. 2-mana Death Toucher that mills. I think that's probably better than trying to take a 2-mana 2/2 that depends on having already descended. I mean, it does look like black is wide open. Why am I running any other colors, man? Grasping Shadows went all the way around. I'm going to take it this time. I don't want a third another chance. I do want an Echo of Dusk. I'll take one of these guys. Is that my second or first? Stinging Cave Crawler? My first. Okay. I mean, I'm happy to have it either way. Maybe it's just mono black life, huh? I'm just trying to cut this Hidden Courtyard, man. No! I might put in the Primordial Gnar, actually. I mean, I have some okay white cards I could splash. Like, but they're not really great cards to splash, right? They're tiny little cards. So Yoa would be nice to splash. The Pickaxe would be nice to splash. The Appraiser would be nice. So I'd still like to run red, maybe. Although double red is asking perhaps a bit much. Okay, I think we're doing fine on 3-drops. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, Goblin Tomb Raider maybe is a sign that we could play red after all. Tidebinder is good, but I'm pretty sure I'm not getting any blue cards. Probably just want another deadweight, right? Atali's Favor's fine. Ooh, this guy's a big threat. Okay, but I'd rather have the Chupacabra Echo, sadly. I mean, it's a little... I mean, black can't be so open that this will go around, right? You could try taking this and saying, I'll splash green instead of splashing red, because this card is so nuts, but I don't even, like, have dinosaurs. It's good even without a dinosaur, but... Chupacabra Echo is a lot better, I think, for this deck. And much easier to play. The Altasaur would be a nice way to grind them out, right? Like, if we're trying to just recur stuff and make the game go on forever. Which is what black likes to do. I think the Leech is out of here. We still want to run some red. I think this is a nice card to have. I don't really need like a third Echo of Dusk that badly. And I mean, black is wide open. Maybe it wheels. I don't think Tomb Raider is especially good in this deck. Probably just not going to run it. Yeah, I only have 2 artifacts. It showing up in the last pack is not necessarily like, oh wow, I can run this. It's so much. It's more like, oh, maybe red is a little bit open. Because otherwise somebody would have taken this, right? Corpses of the Lost. That card is great. Pick 4. Okay. Very happy to see that. Another Tithing Blade, I think. 2 seems like a bit much, but also these other cards kind of suck. Nothing else in another color I want. I have 1 Defossilize. It would be nice to get a Land Cycler. We skipped the Swamp Cycler in pack 1 and never saw it again. Join the Dead over another Defossilize, I think. Snail could wheel. Right? The other black player, if there is one, will take a Defossilize, and Snail's just whatever. I'd be happy to have it. I don't think this is very good. I mean, it's a great card, but double red? I don't know. I mean, we can just throw in enough red to run it, right? Another Phantom seems okay. Give me my cards, please. 4 packs, you sicko. Okay. There it is. Oh, Mephitic Draft, though? Oh, man. I only have 1 Defossilize. I don't think I need to go so hard for Rampaging Spiketail. I would love Mephitic Draft as a way to draw and like also have something to sack. Another Acolyte, I think, would be nice with, for example, the Mephitic Draft. There's an Echo. That did indeed wheel, as I thought it might. Didn't even notice this card last time. Whatever was there must have been pretty good. The Snail also wheeled, as I guessed it might. So, I mean, we definitely have enough cards that I think we could run mono black if we want to. The question is if it's worth, like, if the deck is improved by running some red cards. Like, first of all, our 3-drop slot is way too heavy. I think we have a lot of things to activate Zoyoa, right? Like, we have these milling creatures, the Screaming Phantoms, which I think I'd like to keep both of. I don't think I need this Pirate. The Pickaxe is nice. I don't know. Let's start trimming the 3 slot. This is just bleh. It's whatever. I think this is pretty good. These are good. Do I have any skeletons in my deck? 0 skeletons. So it's just Corpses of the Lost that cares about that. I don't think we need 2 another chances. Even 1 might be too many. Acolytes. Like, what do I have that wants to be sacrificed? There's the Mephitic Draft. Fortitude is creatures, right? Yeah, okay. Skullcap Snail's happy to be sacked. The Tithing Blades are fine with being sacked. What am I even doing with Grasping Shadows? Like, I don't have any big creatures. In fact, for that reason, maybe Defossilize is no good. I have a couple of these okay creatures here, right? These 5 mana cards. And it would be nice if I could discard them with my mill, Screaming Phantom, for example, and then get to defossilize them. That would be pretty cool. And then if I also had Grasping Shadows, wherever that is, then like this could swing as a 7 power lifelinker. Wouldn't that be nice? But it's very magical Christmas land, as they say. Doesn't seem like something that's likely to happen in practice. The creature curve is looking pretty solid too, right? It's not like I have a ton of non-creatures. This is too many 3-drops. Maybe let's get rid of these guys. I think they're the worst ones. This is bland. I don't know. I'm looking like, why am I running these 3 red cards? For Panicked Altasaur, maybe? For Zoyoa? Zoyoa is kind of a threat, I guess. Maybe I should put that back and just splash 1 red card. But it's so cheap. You don't want to have a splashed card early, right? But I mean, I should be able to hit it with 6 red sources, right? Maybe I put back in the Altasaur because it's nice to have something sort of late game, but just cut the double red card. Even though it's the best of the red cards I was thinking of running. Now the curve makes a little more sense. I don't think the Acolytes are that incredible. I really don't have that much that I want to sack, right? The Mycoid tokens... I don't know. I mean... If we're trying really hard to descend, Acolytes can enable that. But like, what am I descending with? The draft and the blade, and that's kind of it, right? I guess that's not true. Another chance. The mill from my Screaming Phantoms. So maybe the point is I have enough ways to descend without Acolytes, and just like one of them to try to line up with the Tithing Blade and the Mephitic Draft is enough. Like, it's not the end of the world if I don't have these to line up with it. Defossilize. I'll have some stuff in my graveyard, but I don't have any amazing hits. It would just be fine. Like, you know, 5 mana. It's like 5 mana, play a 5 mana card. It explores twice. If you're lucky, it works out that well, which is nice for sure, but it won't always work out that well. And I think Grasping Shadows is worth keeping. It's a way to keep you in the game and then get some card draw later. And maybe I can get rid of 1 Echo of Dusk. Sure. I don't think I want to cut a land, but maybe I do. Maybe I put back the Echo of Dusk. I don't know. Lands are important. I don't have that much draw. You need to be able to play your spells. God of the Sea, very funny. You even got the Merfolk avatar, or I don't know what that is. Some Merfolk planeswalker, no doubt. Oh my gosh, it's framey. Well, we get to lead out with Zoyo. Why did I say Cavern? I don't know. Hello, help my frames. I'm willing to let that attack me once, and then I can deadweight it. / Tithing Blade later, and I'll get the Descend trigger off Zoyoa. Do I have, like, framiness problems? What? I do. Where is all my memory going? I bet it's Chrome. It does say Chrome. Well, I missed. Did they top or bottom? Please write an email and let me know. Petrify. Okay, but that's fine, because its triggered abilities will still trigger. You know what? I'm still gonna wait. I don't need to deadweight that right now, or Tithing Blade. It's not really doing anything. I block. What's your trick? Cosmium Blast, probably, I guess. That's fine. No trick, they just want it in the graveyard. Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't waste my time removing it, eh? Miner's Guidewing, sure. Send that to hell, please. I could have left it and played my 5-drop, but I think it's nice to just get rid of it. Get this to send trigger. Made them discard a Tomb Raider. I see. They were missing their mountain. Huh. That explains why they were so desperate to scry. Whoa! Okay, that's a problem. Hopefully they're out of artifacts? I've descended now. Oh, I guess the Chupacabra Echo is one good reason to have a Defossilize in the deck. Sack up tapped planes, I would have thought, but okay, you'd rather take the damage. That's an artifact. Killing the Gnar? No, the Flyer. GG? Not quite. Probably better sack a permanent this time. I'll just die. Okay. Well, I mean, opponent had a tough day. Tough day at the office. Couldn't draw that mountain for Poetic Ingenuity. And Zoyo did good work. So, like, I mean, a Defossilize would be fine. Dailies? What are my dailies? Creature spells. Yuck, Azoria spells. Okay, I'm not going to cast that many red spells. I'll do my best. Which is to say, play completely normally and not think about the dailies at all. It's a weird way to say kamikaze, I guess? Kamikatsu? This is fine. We have a lot of hand disruption here, huh? Hopefully we get to do something in addition to all of that. Okay, something proactive. Well, I mean, this is all proactive, but like a way to do damage to them. Great. I'm going to let that live for a while. Actually, do I bat first? Sorry, snail first. This lets them pick a card. This lets me pick a card. I don't know if I'm necessarily playing them, but I don't know. I just want the lifelinker on the field. I don't know how quickly I'm playing them. I don't know. Ooh. Huh. Well, they certainly don't mind exiling a land, I suspect. I don't currently have a great way to deal with the Gem Guard. They don't have much of a way to power it. I'd rather just have a random 4-mana spell for 5. Goblin Tomb Raider. Okay, that's fine. I think I want to get Corpses of the Lost online so I can get the Descend trigger for it when I play Deadweight. I mean, I'm happy to trade these tokens for their creatures, actually. I'll just hold it back. They're the aggro deck, right? Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. Wish I still had that. Let's see. They still have an island. We know the 2 cards in their hand, so we don't want to snail them yet. I guess if I don't snail them now, when is it happening, right? Because they'll play this and play that, and I guess the last card in their hand is what I'll get with the snail. Okay, I mean it's sort of a close game, right? This thing's kind of threatening. Okay, that's pretty much a whiff. And I think I did say I wanted to snail them here. I have to let the 4/4 hit me again, but what do we get? Family Reunion. Interesting. Actually, I could... No, I don't want to give them the Gen Guard. Whatever they drew, it's not a creature or artifact, or they would have played it first, I imagine. Okay, I guess I just planned a Fungal Fortitude to block this, basically. It would be sort of transparent to just pass here when they know I have this. And in fact, why would I do that? Let's just play Corpses of the Lost and threaten to double block. Hell, I'll triple block. Just in case of some combat trick, maybe. Well, I don't know. I would have to think about what specific combat trick I'm trying to play around. Okay, they don't have anything. Great. Could Ray of Ruin that, just to get some use out of my mana. You could also play this, and then what? I don't know. I'll just Ray of Ruin, get rid of the 4/4, and start swinging in a bit more. Try to kill them before they can get back on their feet. I wonder if I should have held the 3/2 back so they don't get to lose the Market Gnomes. I don't think that's a good idea, but it's a thing to consider. Sure. Enjoy your 2/3. I guess full swing, right? Yes, take action. Sure. Yep. I mean, playing this again seems pretty good, doesn't it? Just full swing and they have to block sort of badly? Are they dead? No. Now you are. Can't do that. You gotta trade for a 3-2. This is why Deep Cavern Bat is so nuts, right? You play a 2-mana flyer and it's like, oh. You just like took a card out of their hand and for 2 mana of your choice, basically. It has to be a creature or artifact or something. Did I have fun in this match? I mean, not really. My opponent just cried too much. You know, a non-land card, any non-land card, and it's just like gone forever until they draw their Abrade or whatever. And in the meantime, you're getting in 1 flying lifelink damage every turn. Gross. If they have the removal, you know, it's not that big a deal for them, but they have to spend their removal on your 1/1 flyer to get their card back. Opponent had a bad hand as well. They had a lot of lands, a little unlucky. Jinchiku. Don't know what that means. As always, happy to read it out loud and just hope it wasn't rude. Haha. I need some more lands, but, well, you know, they're in the deck, so hopefully I'll get one in a couple turns. 1 land within 2 turns. You know, it's almost 75%. Seems a lot more reasonable than the odds of mulliganing for something better. And this is a really nice curve. You know, a 2-drop that cares about descending into a 3-drop that descends. As long as we can play it. Oh man, we expect Tomb Raiders coming, I guess. Maybe probably just 1, right? They equip it and swing and kill this, and I'm like, oh man, I shouldn't have played this, but, like, you know, what are you gonna do? Sunfire Torch is just a good card. No, it's not a Sunfire Torch. Okay. Well, I could deadweight to make them lose some life, get in for damage, keep Zoyo alive a little longer, but I'm wasting my mana. If I leave it up to them, they'll equip this swing and bonk my Zoyoa and get in for 2. I could play this. Be less efficient, or much more mana efficient, but like the creature is not that relevant. I don't know. This gives them an awkward choice, like which creature do they want to kill? I guess they just swing in and trade with whichever one. I don't know. Do they care more about the flyer or Zoyoa? I have a spare flyer, which they don't know about. But it's obviously more likely that I would have a spare common than a spare uncommon. They'll probably kill Zoyoa. You never know. Oops, ding dong. It's my turn in an online asynchronous Gaia project game. Don't worry, I've got several hours before it's even a problem. Yeah, Seeley's Lattice discarding not a dinosaur. Okay. Alright, Bat is a good hit. Chart a course, huh? I mean, eventually they can cast these 6-drops. They've got about enough mana to get there. But I choose to think I'll be okay by then. Let's just get rid of Chart a Course. And then also throw this in the garbage since they don't have anything else to use it on, clearly. I should have attacked first in case what I mill changes my mind. I think they'd be happy to chart a course even though they have no creatures. Ooh, that's exciting. Because they just want to, like, draw more. They'd be happy to discard a land. But they're not far away from casting these 6-drops now. Send count is 3. Could use a land. But we are, like, beating the hell out of them. Here comes 8 more. Let me just mill all my removal real quick. And this is something to do every turn, which is nice. Yes, please. Now the 6-drop is not really saving them, I don't think. Okay. Well, you don't need 6 lands, just 3 will do the job. I kept a 2-lander, drew a land on turn 2, and then never any more. And that was, you know, not ideal, but fine. I think it was on turn 2. Maybe it was turn 3. At any rate, it was in time, but I think it was turn 2. Right? I wasn't paying too close attention on the victory screen. I wish I had a 2-drop, but these are some classic powerful 3s. I don't know. Maybe this is too greedy on the draw. Okay, this keeps me on the, you know, competing for the board. Definitely worth doing. And now they're not going to do anything. Oh, wow. What do I do? I think we play out Corpses of the Lost, but it is tempting to bat them when they have, like... I don't know. They probably got multiple 4-mana spells they want to cast, right? Batting one is not going to be that big a deal. You gonna blunder me or something? No. Ooh, turn my corpses. Oh wait, what can this target? Artifact or creature. So this has become a treasure. That's fine, I think. Sort of. I think I'm perfectly happy to crack it for an Altasaur, right? Like, you don't have attacks now. It's petrified, okay. Annoying. Let's see what we're up against. And then we'll Zoyo as well. Cosmium Blast or a Land Cycler coming out in 2 turns. I mean, I don't think Cosmium Blast is that big a deal. Let's just stop them from having a 7 mana spell. And I just won't attack with the bat when they have mana up. Hammer. Oh, that kills enchantments, huh? That's pretty cool. I need another spell, please. On the other side, it's just a land. I think I want to play this. Get the lifelink and start working on transforming this into a draw spell. Now there's 2 enchantments they want to hammer away. I don't think I care that much which one they aim for. They moused over the bat. They have some answer. So you're not attacking with this, but you're also not blocking. Why? Very curious. Just hard casting the boulder to get back their... Okay, sure. If I ever draw any mana, though, I do have Ray of Ruin. Let's get this flipped. Oh, I found my mana. Haha. Do I need to snail their Cosmium Blast? Like, they would probably just discard this, whatever it is, right? I can't guarantee I hit Cosmium Blast. Oh, the 6/7 has a bunch of ward, doesn't it? Whoops. Maybe I should have held this back. A Death Toucher! Found one! Genius. Their stuff all has so much ward. I mean, one is not that much, but it's still a lot more than 0. This is a Cosmium Blast, I guess? That's fine. I still have a second Death Toucher. Ooh, that's a little scary. Their hand is empty, so no snail value now or probably ever. I think I have to Ray of Ruin that immediately before it gets out of hand, right? Nope. Doesn't work on artifacts like most stuff in this set does. Great. Ooh, would have liked that. ordered it wrong, I guess. I should have made them decide before they knew if I was bouncing, but obviously I was, so not much lost there. The problem is they're gonna craft this and start making a 4/4 every turn, so I have to kill them pretty fast. I mean, it's not every turn, but most turns, right? A blue-white deck can usually manage to put an artifact on the field. So they want a race, which is fair enough. I want to play Snail, but I also want to play this. I can't do both of those things. I need to swing with the Flyer. The Gnar is nice. The Snail... They didn't play a land last turn, so this is a spell. It might actually be relevant. Let's see what we get. Or I don't know, maybe they were just sitting on a land to trick me. Ooh, Adaptive Gem Guard's not bad. It was an artifact, even. Oh, I descended, huh? I did. Yeah, of course I'll take this action. I love making 3/2s. Well, 2/2s. I'll double block the 5/5 if they try. Some trick would be pretty bad, obviously, but I don't think I can just let them hit me that much. Okay. Because I'm racing, and I'm only hitting for 2 for turn. I can't afford to suffer that much damage. Yeah, I think we play the 5-2 here, but let's see what we get first. It's not bad, I guess. Not relevant just at the moment. I could exile this and swing in, but it's only a little bit more damage, right? So this denies them any enchantments to blow up. Also presents a good blocker. And I get to discover 3. What miracle could we find? I mean, not a miracle. We don't need a miracle, but it would be nice to find one. Another chance. I don't think I need to mill 2 cards, honestly. My deck's getting a little slim. And all the good hits are already there. Chupacabra Echo is bananas, and then the Gnar again, or the Bat, or Zioa. They're all pretty good. Let's just take the Gnar back, I guess. Since their game plan is putting 5/5s on the board, a 5/2 looks pretty good. Swing first. It's a permanent. How is this worded? Okay, it's an if you do, not when you do. So if I play this and I choose to pay 1 life, I will get this back. They can destroy it before I get the choice to pay 1 life, but they can't make me pay 1 life and then have nothing happen. 8 mana, huh? we should make a 3-3 or 3-2. We should play the Gnar and see what they want to do. Oh, this creature's tapped! Or it's summoning sick. They can't tap it. Yes, I'll take this action. Actually, maybe I should have left it. No, a 2-1, a 2-2 and a 1-1 block this. Yeah, I don't know. Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay, now these are basically just chumping, right? That's kind of scary. Yeah, I don't know about paying life to return that. It didn't turn out so hot. I could double block here and take 8. Seems bad. They're going to make another 4-4 as well. I think I did something wrong somehow. I fell in love with making 2-2s. Oh, they're crafting with the hammer. Yikes. We're still swinging here. Any chance I want to make a 3-2 and swing with that? Yes, that's lethal. Let's take that line. Okay, that one got a little bit close, a little bit frightening. I think I made some bad plays at in the last couple turns there. I think paying life and returning that thing, sure, it's great to be able to play it again, but I have plenty of spells to play, right? I need my life total, I need my buff on the skeleton. More than I needed that card in hand. That's some kind of Southeast Asian thing? Like, I don't know. I don't think it's Chinese or Japanese. It's certainly not Korean. It's Asian, I don't know, in the Southeast area. That's my belief. I have Bat. I don't really have anything else. But I guess all I need is lands. Hit a 3 and a 4 and a 5, right? They don't even have to be red lands. This can wait. Let's see what you got. Oh, really? Malicious Eclipse is pretty good against me here. I mean, this is a very one-dimensional hand. If I take a Malicious Eclipse, they just use it on the bat and get it back, right? If they want to, but they don't really want to, right? This is tricky. I think the spring-loaded I don't know. I mean, they can always get it back. I'll just take the Malicious Eclipse. I guess that's like strictly wrong, actually, now that I think about it, because if they want to cast a Malicious Eclipse, they still can, and they get the other one back. So there's never a time that they want to cast Malicious Eclipse but can't because of what I took. So it's strictly better to take this, actually. But shockingly, it like worked, and they cast Malicious Eclipse on nothing. Like, if you want to eclipse this too, I guess you're welcome to. I obviously could, like, play around it by not doing that, but it's just a 2/2. Sorcery, right? Alright, let's get this thing going then. Well... right? If I mill, if I descend, this will make a 1/1, which would be nice. I don't know, I don't have Malicious Eclipse, right? I don't have much to do with a 1. The 1/1 won't do anything. I think I'd rather get started on flipping this. There's the white source. Okay, I'll play the Mycoid here because it does pretty well against Malicious Eclipse. Like, it makes a 1/1, so it's sort of tempting for them to use it. But in the end, I still have my 4/3. And I think I'd be pretty happy if they Malicious Eclipsed there. Ooh, that is sort of a problem. It gets them the second planes they need to flip this. We haven't seen any creatures from them yet, though, so I guess... Oh, but this makes the 2/1/1s, right? I mean, we full swing here, yeah. If I swing with just 1, I get to flip this, but they Saw Blades the creature that attacks. Maybe that's fine. I'd like this flipped, wouldn't I? And then I can make them Saw Blades a shitty creature if they want to do that. Great. Now what? Draw cards, of course. Maybe I should have tried to bait out the Saw Blades, actually. For Altasaur purposes. They're still at 17. It's a little too much. I think the Gnar is actually fairly resilient to Malicious Eclipse, but also kind of forces them to play it. It's a 5/2, but like I get back a Discover 3 effect. And I still have my Mycoid. Oh, it gets exiled. It doesn't die. Whoops. Okay, that was maybe not so hot. What the hell? Okay. So this makes mana for them. I mean, I'm in trouble. I do not think I'm winning this game. I think currently I am behind. Yeah, playing out that Gnar, I don't know, it didn't work out. It forced them, well, it enticed them to Malicious Eclipse, but it didn't work out as well as I intended it to. So you're gonna make the 5/5 and swing with it, maybe? Maybe. I think I'd welcome a race like that. Also, no, don't they want to flip this? They've had the opportunity to do that for a little while, but haven't done it. Okay, sure. Fabrication Foundry was just in the deck to cycle itself. Oh, now they can craft. I see. It's in the graveyard, so they can craft with it. bad. I guess I'll just dump my hand. They have a third Malicious Eclipse. You got me. Down to 10. Four is kind of scary. 5/5 is a bit better than that still. But I mean, I don't know. They can't really attack at the moment. Hello, draw. I need to draw. Can't do it. No attacks, right? These guys want to block the 6/3. This wants to block the 5/5, and we just chill. They can spew out 2/2s. Need something better than this. How good would my own Malicious Eclipse be? Good or terrible? Oh, they're going to tap the Altasaur, I guess? I see. Okay. I guess I'll block this because it's keeping my Altasaur tapped down, right? Which is pretty bad. Sure. Observe the swamp. This card doesn't do much, but it does block 2/2s. My opponent's very close to dead with the Altasaur. They have to find some way to deal with it. Way found? Yeah, way found, alas. Discarded a swamp. I think you should attack with more than just the bat. But I guess it's gaining life. I think you could have attacked with some 2/2s. Fuck me, I guess. Why they're main phasing this is, I don't know, anybody's guess, I suppose. Yeah. Take 8 here, I guess. Could block this. I mean, this guy's not doing much, right? Yeah, I might as well just stop some damage. I don't want to sack this to drain for 1. I want to kill the 2/2. I don't have a lot of outs here. Well, I mean, I can kill the 5/5 or the bat, but I guess the 5/5's even a bigger problem than the bat is. You already have a 5/5 creature like in your hand, right? I guess the issue is there's no artifacts to discard to craft with, maybe? I see. There's a bunch of gnomes. You sacked the freebooter instead of a gnome? You wanted the scry? I guess that makes sense. We're gonna lose this game. Do I even have any draws? No, not really. Alright, very funny. Yeah, I mean, if I hadn't thrown away my Gnar into the Malicious Eclipse, maybe that would have been enough extra pressure. We had him down pretty low, right? Obviously, if they hadn't found removal for the Altasaur, I could have won, but that's not something I can control. I mean, you can control how much you play around that, I guess, but you know, with the Altasaur, it's just like you tap it until it's dead. That's how you play around things. Not much I really feel I should have done differently with the Altasaur, but maybe the Gnar played into Malicious Eclipse too much. Maybe next time I won't forget that it exiles. Fine. It has an Echo of Dusk on 2 and a Tithing Blade to keep up with them. Or to remove whatever they do so that I have the board. Yep, I mean, fine. By the way, in terms of like Altasaur, it was kind of... I was happy it was in the deck. It was threatening to win the game when none of my other stuff really could have done so. I don't really care to join the dead against that, I don't think. I'll just let it trade for the 2/2. Okay. When you do. You may pay 2 when you do. Okay, go ahead and pay 2. I mean, this isn't the greatest trade in the world, but... I mean, neither is this card really doing anything. Are there any artifacts in this deck? Yeah, there's the Mephitic Draft, and that's it. Okay, so this is not crafting most of the time, but that's okay. It's just in there as like a weird removal spell. I'd rather have a Braid, I don't mind telling you, but you won't be surprised to hear that anyway. What do you do? It explored, and then it explored. They drew a mountain and topped a River Herald Guide. Now this says it could... Oh, it crafts with creatures, not artifacts. I forgot. So I could exile the Echo of Dusk, huh? That is a little slow. I think I would rather play this card. And I could swing here, get in for 4, let them get in for 4. I'd rather get in for 2 and have them get in for 0, I think. Another one? These guys are... This is your third one. Okay. The card's fine. It's not, like, incredible. And they just keep topping it. They're happy to keep drawing River Herald guides until the cows come home, huh? Ooh, okay. That's a permanent, all right. It's one I wouldn't mind drawing, but, you know, tough break. I descended, and now I will undescend. I will ascend. Discarding the Spare Mountain. Makes sense. Do you think we're going to see them River Herald Guide into River Herald Guide again? Could be. Yeah, resolves. That does too. No, it's Twists and Turns. Seems good in their deck. Definitely keep that. Not sure about playing the land. Don't you want to keep it to flip Twists and Turns? Maybe they have another. Right? Flip Twists and Turns cares about you playing your 7th land. And that was a land, you know, beyond your 6th anyway. So they now don't necessarily have the ability to flip Twists and Turns to start drawing with it. Hey, more permanents. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, they must have another land to play, I guess. Or maybe not? I guess they just don't want to... okay. They don't want to take the damage. They don't want to sack anything else. Yeah, okay. It makes sense. Given that they were anticipating Zoyo going off, like, I guess playing land is about the same as keeping it in hand and then discarding it. Still. I feel like, I don't know. Okay, they drew a land anyways. They can flip it now if they want. And they do want. Well done. You have no dinosaurs at this time. Okay, their hand is empty. So I can make such blocks as appeal to me. Let's kill the vigilant ones. Sure. I don't really care about the 1/1s this thing gives me. It's just like an okay 4-drop creature. Well, turns out I was wrong. Should have killed this one. Oh well. If you don't block the Death Toucher, you're dead. Oh, well, which means I should have swung with this anyway. Whoops. In fact, if I had swung with this... yeah, I had lethal there. Good play. Missing lethal, very impressive. Okay, that kills this, if you want, although I think you're supposed to just block. Yeah, I should have attacked with the other 2 creatures, obviously. I sort of forgot that they... Well, no, because then they would have just taken 3, right? I could have attacked with the 1/1. I couldn't attack with the Altasaur, because its threat to ping for 2 is what would make them have to block the Death Toucher. If I swung with the Altasaur and the Death Toucher, they could block the Altasaur, and then take 2 from the Death Toucher and 1 from this. And then this would kill them, but only on my upkeep. It would be better to swing with both of these, get in 1 damage, and then I still kill them at my upkeep, but I haven't lost this creature. Deck has a lot of permanents. Those Screaming Phantoms are doing a good job. Atsaga? Achaga? Great. Snail into Acolyte and another chance to the snail. I mean, it's not incredible or anything, but sure. Ooh, Deadweight, Tomb Raider? No. Dino time. I think I want to just stay mana efficient. Don't deadweight until you can fit it in comfortably. They get to hit you with dinos a bit. It's a little sad. Really? Okay. That's an important thing to deadweight at some point. Or maybe even, I don't know which one you prefer to deadweight, the 3-2 or the 4-2. I guess the 4-2 because I can block a 3-2 with this, right? No, cancel. I meant to play this card. Well, it's resolving now. The art looks so similar, doesn't it? Look at this art. How could you not get confused? Well, that's very bad for me. If I'd been able to play this last... I guess I thought I had 2 Acolytes, honestly. There aren't 2 in the deck, so that's like an inconsistent belief, but that's what I believed. I would have taken 3 less damage by blocking this 3-2, basically. I'd be at 13, and I'd still have another chance in my deck, in my hand. Ugh. Some trick. Some despicable trick. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. Kill the 1/4 to trade both of my creatures, or kill the 1/1 to keep your goblin alive. I mean, the good news is this Chupacabra Echo is doing fairly well because I did mill 2 permanents. But he'd be doing just as well if X were 2, right? So yeah, definitely playing another chance has had no upside so far. Yeah. I mean, if I had 3 more life and another chance, I think I'd be doing all right. I'm not at the moment, though. You should hit decline. No, they're showing me anyway. You don't have to because there's a dino on the field, but okay, sure. You have a forest cycler. Oh man, this is so bad. I mean, not much I can do here. My plays are all pretty forced because of how low my life total is. This lets them send, of course, but what can I do? Okay, let's lose some life, I guess. Gotta find something. I don't know what I'm looking for. Join the Dead? Is that still in my deck? Yes. Is that good enough to win? Not really. I could have, I don't know, I could have waited. Yeah, I probably should have. I thought maybe there was some source, I don't know, like Ray of Ruin, right? That's a reason to have done this early. I don't know, I concede. You win. Yeah, with another chance, I think I would have been fine. Just didn't recognize what card I had in my hand. Sometimes I confirm by like looking at the card before I click. Which sounds like the bare minimum level of scrutiny, really, that you ought to have. But I mean, like, you know, you pick up the cards, like, you can only see some of it from the top. You pick it up and you go like this, and it's in the middle of the screen, and then you're like, is this the card I want? If not, don't click yes. But I didn't do that. This is nice, actually. Draft draws, Acolyte combos with it. This is like the 2-card combo of my deck. They're both one-ofs, and they're in my hand. They're not great early game plays or anything. But there's something to do. Yes, go ahead. Nothing! 5 perfect cards in hand, but no plays. What? Might as well let them think I'm color screwed here. This must be like a braid, right? That they were planning to kill my 3-drop with, but the 1/4 is the wrong size. Okay. Not milling. What is wrong with your... Okay, now you want to trade. Whatever you drew this turn is no good. Okay. Not bad. I mean, snailing them is pretty good if their whole hand is perfect, right? But also I don't believe my opponent is a competent player, so who knows? This wants me to play and crack this sorcery speed, doesn't it? Costs me 2 life and it makes me a 1/1. Oh, it doesn't really, because they can't make this attack very well. Alright, let's see what we get. Okay. Notably, they discarded a perfectly good 2-mana spell. Wonder what that's about. There's the Abrade they had. Yeah, told you. Okay, hand is back to perfect, it seems. No plays. Snail, I guess. Oh, I shouldn't have showed them the mountain yet, actually. I should have played the snail first. They do have a decision to make this turn, it turns out. If that's the worst card in your hand, I do agree. It's sort of perfect, whatever it is. So I can sack here to like, but it doesn't make sense, right? I gain one, they lose one. This doesn't resolve, but it's better to just like chump with the snail and then sack it, right? In the meantime, I get to block the 2/2 as well. Hand is still perfect. Oh, hang on. This is better, actually. That's a card. It would be nice to keep that open, but I think it's more nice to get an Altasaur down. I don't know, maybe I could have attacked with the 1/4 as well, but I think it's very realistic that they remove my Altasaur and swing in. Okay, it's a good dead weight target. It's probably about time to crack the 1/1 here. Doesn't seem like it's doing much on blocks or attacks ever again. I guess if I drew like Grasping Shadows, maybe it could be cute to attack with a 1/1 Death Toucher. But not especially like worth holding up that activation for. Until I draw. If I had Grasping Shadows in hand, sure, that would be a consideration. So here's the thing. Can't I attack with the Altasaur here? They didn't seem to have any attacks last turn, which means I can try this block. And then this way the Altasaur gets in for 4 instead of 2. It's greedy, but I think I don't mind being greedy with Join the Dead in hand. You know, I need to start making some progress towards killing them. Okay, they were just going to kill that anyway. Great, I'm glad I got in the 2 then. Hang on, bad play? Don't do that? Well, I mean, I could if I wanted to Join the Dead this, but I don't really. Yeah, that's a nice hit. Weird tap, but fine, I guess. Doesn't matter. Yeah. It's kind of nice, actually, to tap this way. Now, Join the Dead just feels a little less pressuring when I only have 2 black. Oh, also, I can craft this, huh? Actually, do I want to craft with the snail? Maybe I want to get rid of the mycoid, because if I bring back the snail, it might be relevant to, like, their hand still is sort of largish, right? I don't know. Yeah, mycoid stinks. Carnosaur discovers into a 3/5. Yikes. Well, we have to Join the Dead the Carnosaur, of course. I mean, you could attack with that, I suppose. Right? Like, Bingham for 1 while taking 3 in return, I guess. I want to get started drawing with that, so in we go. I'd be happy with any blocks here. I don't think they will, though. They're seeing a way to hit me for 10, and they're just absolutely salivating. I don't know. Maybe I should have killed him on my turn in case they have some descend stuff, but red-green won't have very much, I don't think. Okay. Sure. Mm-hmm. Oh. Target creature gets +2/+0. Targeting itself. Okay, yeah. Activate only as a sorcery. This is still fine. Because I'm not killing this, I'm killing this, right? Well, I'm not sure how well bonking them for 1 has turned out. They have 10 damage coming up. So if I swing in even for 1 with lifelink, I'm dead. So I can't do that. I just have to block the 3/2 or something like that. But if they can play... Oh, they don't have another creature to play. Okay. Go to 1, get Idol of the Deep King to the Dome. No, an Altasaur. Very funny. Should have played that pre-combat and killed me, by the way. That is a card. I don't see any way in which it wins, but I guess I'll kill the Altasaur. It wins or indeed even lives. Maybe the double block plus sacking something to gain life could be enough somehow. Clearly attacking doesn't win, though. It's pretty good. Yeah, now you get it. 6/2 trample's pretty nice. Kills me quite easily. Even like sacrificing Tithing Blade to gain life, I'm not coming back from that. That's 5 and 3, right? Yeah. Yeah, not bad. Played mostly mono black, also known as not mono black. Splashed in 2 red cards just to give me a little bit of direct damage, and they were totally fine. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.